I heard that some of the striking workers broke into...
Sorry. No access to the Black Gate without the proper clearance.
Is something going on?
Nah, it's just another part of the citywide lockdown, along with the curfews, to try to regain control after the riots broke out at Panzerworks.
How can I get the clearance to other parts of Trier?
Wish I could help. If you have a problem with the new policies, talk to someone at the SSC station across the square. No one's allowed past this point without the proper soft key ID.
After all the equipment they wrecked and stole in the name of preserving the natural order, I do not understand why the WTO would agree to a summit with these freaks.
Never have jammed those actuators at Panzerworks. What do you want?
What's going on here?
We are about to show this guy what happens when you push Panzerwerks too far. Keep walking.
What did he do to you?
The Order steals our equipment to make us shut down the assembly line. His church has been doing this for months, and we are sick of it.
If I give you guys some money, will you leave this guy alone?
But, are you his boyfriend? Let's see the money. Okay then. I guess we can find someone else.
I'm glad we found an agreement. He is lucky you came along when you did.
If anybody screwed up today...
The commander can answer your questions.
Name and business, please.
Alex D. Who are you?
Vera Maxwell, Executive Commander for the SSC.
For Trier?
No, globally. We're taking these summit preparations very seriously. You and the other delegates will be able to conduct your business without any distractions.
Are the leaders planning to hold a press conference or anything?
Not today, but Chairman Dumier would like to speak with you. He's in the interrogation room upstairs. Don't worry, no one's going to get interrogated. Just a safety precaution.
I miss the old uniforms.
Tria is your home. Surely you must have some insight into why they would kidnap your lady, Her Holiness. She is practically a patron saint in this district.
Indeed. The people here are very devout.
Hello there. Alex, from the Tarsus program, right? Good work on the interrogation of Dr. Nassif in Cairo. Teleportation, is it? Apostle Corps must have a line on some alien technology.
It does sound a little far-fetched.
Well, if we're lucky, you'll be giving the portal a test drive before too long. Good to have you with us. I had my staff procure this extra biomod canister so that you might be a more effective operative.
Thanks. Apostle Corps must be a pretty serious threat to be a concern to the director of the WTO.
I've been following the Apostle Corps investigation very closely. Your loyalty in this matter would be a great asset. However, we have a more pressing crisis. Her Holiness is missing, along with my security chief, Donna Morgan. I can't be distracted right now.
Anything I can do to help?
You came to Tria looking for a certain Apostle Corps official. I need you to stay focused on that objective for right now. If I find out that one of these strikers from Panzerworks hurt Her Holiness, though, I might have a slightly more dangerous assignment for you.
I understand.
Oh, and by the way, it has come to my attention that you rooted out some corruption in the new Cairo archaeology. Well done. It's my pleasure to present you with the Citizen's Bonus in person.
Thanks.
No thanks necessary. Compensation for whistleblowers is one of the pillars of a safe community. If anything happens to Her Holiness, I don't want to imagine what will become of the Order.
He is lucky you came along when you did.
Get lost before we change our minds.
Her Holiness comes to Trier to make peace? Not now, friend. We are discussing the crisis. The Panzerworks factory has erupted into a riot and the violence is spreading.
I just kept one of your fellow Seekers from getting killed by a couple of thugs.
Thank you for your bravery and kindness. We're all in danger now. Panzerworks has erupted into a riot just as Her Holiness arrived in Trier to try to soothe tensions between our church members and the factory's workers.
The WTO and Order have long been at odds. Why the sudden flare-up in Trier?
We've been trying to persuade Panzerworks to stop polluting this region and restore to nature what is rightfully hers.
But don't the locals depend on the factory for jobs?
We can have jobs and sustainability at the same time. We tried to make this point in our peaceful protests according to Luminon Saman's orders.
Didn't these protests end up shutting down the factory several times?
Some machines were damaged, but no living beings were harmed.
Still, vandalism's a crime, right?
Only if preceded by an impure motivation. However, since Saman's tactics were not working, Her Holiness came to Trier to try and reach some form of truce. Now we have no idea where she is.
Really? Maybe I should look into this.
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone, strictly enforced since the riots.
So you want me to disarm in the middle of a war zone?
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation procedure before entry. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecode, which will effectively freeze all your weapons. Sensors at the exit will automatically reactivate everything you're carrying when you leave.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on in.
Alex D.,
A welcome encounter.
How's the search coming?
I've made some discoveries. I think that you've brought me to the right place.
What's the passenger's name?
My instructions forbid me to say.
Maybe I could help if I knew who it was.
You've been very helpful already. My computer analyzed the transceiver in your temporal bone and found some interesting data files.
Those are encrypted files.
I found the keys some time ago. I will be using your eyes and ears to gather more data. As compensation, if you need a pilot for any reason, I will be available.
I'll check back when I need a pilot.
Alex D., you're the last one to arrive. I suppose that, like the others, you're after my laboratory in the gateway to J.C. Denton.
Your tracer, Tong.
I see that Dr. Nassif didn't exaggerate about your mental acuity. Yes, I'm Tong. I suppose you will be wanting some answers. You may have already guessed that your true name is Alex Denton.
Dr. Nassif was telling the truth. I'm a clone of J.C. Denton.
With a few postnatal recombinations, yes. But our work has moved away from clones.
So this gateway, I can use it to find J.C. Denton?
Yes. Beneath the ruins of the Black Gate, J.C. constructed a portal to his secret base in Antarctica. Only descendants of the Denton cell line can go through. However, the facility is already in the hands of the Templars.
Did the Templars use the portal? How could they unless one of the other trainees...
Unless the Templars have already convinced one of you to go through the gate and murder J.C. Exactly. At a minimum, they have a highly placed spy who has torn apart our organization, starting with Chicago.
What else do you know about this spy?
Whoever it is also helped the Templars kidnap Her Holiness during a meeting with the Panzerworks Union. They are holding her at the Blackgate Laboratory. I'm going to give you a code to a secret entrance, which is in a room on the second floor of the East Tower, 2521. Look for a keypad hidden behind some crates.
For all you know, I'm a Templar myself.
Then Apostle Corps has already lost everything. Rescue Her Holiness. Save the summit for the sake of both factions. They will help you against the Templars. You will need the help of the WTO and Order just a little while longer.
I understand.
Here's something to give you an edge. A biomod infusion. It isn't much, but it's all I managed to grab on my way out of the laboratory. The time is coming when you will have to choose sides, Alex.
Meanwhile, we have been accused of theft, which is ridiculous.
Chairman Dumier of the WTO here. So you found that old fool Tracer Tong. I would like to know what you were talking about. Please report to the Trier SSC station.
How is it going?
Easy.
Is that right for start?
I can tell you what happened to your lawsuit.
Who are you? Some PR man coming to talk me out of it? I will not give in. Pequod's runs ads on the public terminal right across the street from my shop, and they don't even have a branch in Trier.
Is that illegal?
It's false advertising if the product doesn't exist, right? I would like to know why the authorities are ignoring this situation.
Pequods and Queequegs are owned by the same people. It's one company. I saw the proof in the SSC evidence room.
I don't understand.
You're suing your own company, and the owners don't want the truth to come out in court.
You mean all of this, my business, the competition with Pequods, it's all some sort of fabrication?
Well, it's not unusual for a company to promote more than one brand of a product.
Unbelievable. They've deceived millions, hundreds of millions of people. We can't let them get away with this. Thank you. You saved me the hassle of hiring any more lawyers. I hope you'll accept a small reward.
I suggest you report this to the media. Force the parent company to come clean.
I'll do it. They think they can trick me into serving their illegal scheme? The answer is no, my friend. The answer is no.
Good luck.
If anybody screwed up today, it was us. Security.
Mr. Dumier will remain in the protected compartment for his own safety.
I talked to Tracer Tong. He says that Her Holiness is being held by the Templars.
Interesting. Is he sure? We've noticed some Templar activity on the north side of town.
The Apostle Corps laboratory is underneath the Black Gate. That's where she's being held.
I'm glad you are willing to betray Tong's confidence.
He said I should get your help. Perhaps we all have a common enemy now.
Not likely. Tong always has an ulterior motive, at least where I am concerned. You have my authority to attempt a rescue, but stay away from that old fool. He will lure you into the criminal underworld.
I'll keep that in mind.
Here's a key to the gate in the courtyard. Like I said, the facility is on the north side of the city.
Sorry. No access to the Black Gate without the proper clearance.
I talked to Chairman Dumier, and he gave me the key.
Then you're cleared to pass.
Hang on. There's a Templar military bot on patrol near this sector. You may want to rethink travel in this area.
I can take care of myself. Why isn't SSC just getting rid of it?
We've got our hands full. Most of our guards are at headquarters providing security for the summit.
So you're just going to cede this territory?
We're waiting for reinforcements in our own mech detachment before we move in. This is way more firepower than we're prepared to deal with, especially with our resources focused at HQ. But if you can take care of a millbot on your own, be my guest.
Come on, G trash.
Nobody hits and just walks away.
I will fight to the death for the Templar!
I will keep this area secure. You must have no idea who you're messing with. Toward purity!
We've got to find those Omar.
Impressive work taking down that bot.
Where did that little freak sneak off to? You must have no idea who you're messing with.
Turn back. Unauthorized personnel.
Greetings. Are you Her Holiness? It's strange seeing you as just another person.
Yes, I'm just another ordinary human being like you. My name is Nicolette Duclair.
Chairman Dumier, the leader of your opposition, has taken a special interest in your safety.
The WTO wishes no harm to come to Her Holiness. This summit was to be an opportunity to soothe the tensions between our organizations and to root out the extremists causing trouble in Trier.
I'm impressed that you would protect the leader of your adversaries.
It's okay, Chief Morgan. We can tell him the truth.
The truth?
Alex, the WTO and Order are not as they seem. They are but different faces of the same organization, the Illuminati, an ancient secret society to which Chad and I are the heirs. My mother was the Illuminatus Beth Duclair. The WTO and Order are merely the tools Chad and I are presently using to elevate humanity to the next level.
I know, it's overwhelming. I've dedicated myself to the WTO only to find out it's just a myth they created.
If the WTO and Order aren't actually opposing entities, then what's the point of this summit?
The real opposition right now comes from the Templars, the militant anti-biomodification group. The summit was only a cover to justify our public presence in Trier. Our true goal was to investigate rumors of a Templar splinter cell within the Order.
And what did you find?
With the help of Agent Morgan, I learned that Lumenon Saman is the traitor. He has converted most of the Trier Shard to his extremist views, incited the riots, and has been stealing equipment from the Panzerworks factory.
Saman? He's behind this?
Yes, everything. My kidnapping, the disabling of the gate. He's taken a critical component from it, the sequencing module, to the Order Church in Rockstadt, where his group is headquartered. Once you get that module from him, you'll be able to use the gate.
Thank God she's all right. Good work. My people will secure the facility. In the meantime, we should follow up on what Her Holiness learned about Lumenon Saman. Go to the tavern and...
Are you another of JC's gone bad? We do not like the last one's questions. She works with these intruders, and now she's gone through the gate to our home in Antarctica.
You must mean Billy and the Templars. I guess she's already passed through this way. Did she take any Templars with her?
No, just her. Only JC's can use the gate. Apostle Gore even had to bring this one the long way. That control was to keep us all safe. But now that woman has turned wrong.
What does Apostle Gore need creatures like you for?
We were a VersaLife experiment. Then JC came and helped us. This one is here, away from all the ice, to help with lab works. But then the Templars came.
I had nothing to do with the attack on this lab. I'm trying to get to JC myself. Can you tell me anything useful?
This one already told the other one from JC everything. Betrayal. This one was to be set free, but it was more lies and destruction. You must not betray. JC may be in danger already.
Thank God she's all right. Good work. My people will secure the facility. In the meantime, we should follow up on what Her Holiness learned about Luminon Saman. Go to the tavern and hire a pilot. If you would like a map of Saman's compound, report to the SSC station on your way across.
Mr. Jumier sent me to safeguard Mr. Claire's return.
She's all yours.
Thank you. I will be assuming command of this facility.
Thank God she's all right. Good work. My people will secure the facility. In the meantime, we should follow up on what Her Holiness learned about...
The WTO and Order are actually two branches of the same organization?
Precisely. We could never lead humanity as one monolithic force, at least not initially. The Illuminati have always worked in secret, and the WTO and Order are just two of our present facades.
But people dedicate their lives to these causes, and it turns out they're just your pawns?
Not at all. We are humankind's servants, not their puppeteers. We knew that human society could not respond to a single voice, so we engineered these organizations. With these fronts, we can optimally lead civilization toward a bright future.
Thank God she's all right. Good work. My people will secure the facility. In the meantime, we should follow up on what Her Holiness learned about Luminon Saman. Go to the tavern and hire a pilot. If you would like a map of Saman's compound, report to the SSC station on your way across town.
Your presence is no longer required. Report to Mr. Jumier.
Now that you know the WTO isn't what it seems, what are you going to do? Leave the organization?
I don't know. I'm still reeling from the shock. But somehow it's starting to make sense now.
Can you forgive them?
It does make me uneasy, finding out it's all a front. But I can also see what the Illuminati are trying to accomplish and why they must work in secret. I'll probably continue publicly working for the WTO, but with a new awareness of its true importance.
Leave me.
I think these Templars are itching for a war.
Anyone there? My friend must have slinked away.
I guess Her Holiness is finally safe now.
I don't know where he is, but he'd better show up soon. The facility here is being raided by the Templars. So far we're holding our own, but I don't know how much longer that will last. This may be my last transmission.
Section 040, threat to a police officer. That carries a pretty messy business.
This is for the cause. You're you still got some fight in me. You're a killer. That's it. I've had it. Coward, come out where I can saw.
An underground lab on the outskirts of Trier.
Not laughing, mister.
Let's press. Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
Leave me.
Repairing wounds. Healing functions complete.
Go away. Take the intruders with you. We wanted just to be left alone.
Report to Mr. Jimmy A.
I don't know what I'll find.
Saman really is a Templar?
Unfortunately, yes. He has taken the Order's respect for nature and warped it into fanaticism. His quest for purity is just a euphemism for the extermination of modified individuals.
Surely the Illuminati can deal with a few crackpots.
Don't underestimate the Templars. Saman has amassed a great deal of support and resources for his cause.
Your presence is no longer required.
When were you planning on telling the public about the WTO and Order connections?
When the time is right. Right now, the general populace simply isn't ready for this kind of information. At this stage, we're only telling select individuals in the higher echelons of each organization.
Then why are you confiding this in me?
Because you're an extraordinary creation, Alex. We've been watching your progress for a long time, waiting for this moment.
You
We work in
continue to
secret only
ignore my
because it best serves
directives.
our purpose.
There will be consequences. Report to Mr. Jimmy A.
Impressive work taking down that bot.
Your followers haven't expelled you yet?
Word is leaking out that Her Holiness and I have been secretly working together. I think we can spin that into diplomatic ties.
Or private negotiations. How does that sound, darling?
No need for people to have the perception that we started these organizations for some other purpose.
Unless somebody tells them.
I could tell them myself. They would think it was the same old story. The Illuminati secretly controlling the world. Who? Some might believe it, but everybody else would laugh in my face.
People want to believe certain things about their leaders. That's always been our key to power.
You said you had a map of the Templar compound.
Yes, of course. Here you are. Find the sequencing module. Go through the gateway to JC Sanctuary. We have our own interest in protecting JC Denton from the Templars.
I would think that you and Apostle Corps would be bitter enemies.
We are, but first the clam must give up its pearl. Good luck, Special Agent Denton. We will call on you when the time comes. In case you need a pilot to take you to the compound, the Nine Worlds Tavern is a good place to hire one.
heard that some of the striking workers broke into a meeting. Get lost before we change our minds.
Meanwhile, we have been accused of theft.
The Nine Worlds...
Do you want me to...
No, you've just...
Here you go.
Thanks for your
I found Her Holiness. Turns out she's Nicolette Duclair, an Illuminatus.
Of course she is. That was my precise purpose in sending you to save her, so that you would believe me when I say that we face a great danger. The Illuminati have been very successful at reshaping the post-collapse world. Control of our technology would allow them to create a hand-picked ruling elite.
How can they simultaneously support the ideals of the Order and the commercialism of the WTO?
The Illuminati have always sought just one thing: centralization. Centralization of wealth, power, and ideology. The implementation details are unimportant.
So they centralize wealth with the WTO and ideology with the Order. What about power?
That they hope to get from us. Work with our charming co-conspirators just a little while longer. When you have the sequencing module for the gate, you'll be free to contact JC on your own.
My chopper is ready when you are.
I need someone to take me to the Raustadt neighborhood.
As you wish. I will meet you on the rooftop next to the tavern. Very interesting source of information. I will help you to recover the component for the teleportation device.
More decryptions of my communications?
I'm your friend, Alex. The more I know, the better I can protect you.
Just get me to the Raustadt, and try not to draw too much attention.
Business is business.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Blessed be.
Something wrong?
Demons, catch me!
Sorry, never mind.
First, they run me out of the Lord's house, then they chase me out of the tunnels.
You used to live at the cathedral?
I was the last believer. Then the cultists moved in. I went back once, through the basement tunnels. That's how I saw the ritual.
A secret entrance to the cathedral?
It was for utilities. Then the canal dried up and you could get in from outside. One of these times, I'm gonna set a fire.
My records show that empty wastewater canal connects every building in this district. Perhaps the local residents know more. I've been investigating this district myself due to occurrences of my passenger's name in certain communications.
That's a strange sound.
Hey, are you one of the workers from that factory? Under the canal? My mom said to see if you need a message boy. We need the credits.
Sorry, I don't work there. You said it's a factory in the canal? What else do you know about it?
It's definitely a secret base of some kind. Guys in uniform moving in weird machines in the middle of the night. If you want to get in and check it out, I can tell you where all the guards are.
Sure, tell me about the guards. I have a map of the area and you could show me.
Okay, I'll mark where they are. Just give me enough credits for a doctor's visit. My mom's sick.
This isn't a scam, is it?
Honest, we really need the money.
Here's the money to mark the map.
Here you go. My mom said this map would get me in trouble. Boy, was she wrong. Hey, thanks.
I've lost that filthy abomination! Gah!
You're no match for a paladin.
Anyone there? Hello? Just go. I'm ready for you. Purity will prevail. Whoever disabled it cannot have gotten far.
The bot's been shut down. That's strange.
I see you!
Here's a gift!
Tracking infrared disturbance.
What's that?
Anomaly detected.
Who's there?
We must be sure to make the proper...
You're inside. Good. The sequencing module should be stored on Saman's private computer, or when you reach the Luminon's command area.
Sustained. Target leaving zone. This area is protected.
You aren't so special anymore, Denton. Maybe you remember Billy Adams.
Lumin Saman, where are you?
She's as much Denton as you, thanks to the Apostle Core infusions. I sent her through the teleporter to locate and kill JC.
And I'm right behind her.
About 3 hours behind, if my clock is right. I now know where the teleporter takes its passengers. My people are closing in on JC's sanctuary this very second.
Your enemies know who you are. You can't hide for long.
Little do you realize how vulnerable they will be if I can use JC's power against them. I can remain hidden long enough for Billy to complete her assignment. Then it will be your turn to hide.
The violator is advised to leave immediately.
Huh? What? Prepare to...
Repairing damage. Finished. Intrusion unresolved. Signal disruption. Home match. High alert. Analyzing system damage. Enemy returned. This area is target that you have been identified as a threat. Access.
Tarsus Tracking Report 1242, Clara Sparks. She is naive, but loyal. She's allied herself with the WTO, who've placed her high in the ranks, owing to her abilities. Intel suggests that Dumier has recognized her special abilities as well, and seems to be treating her as a special protege. She was last seen in Trier, dispatched for security for the Order WTO Summit.
Tarsus Tracking Report 1351, Leo Jankowski. Last seen in Cairo among the Omar. First assassination attempt unsuccessful. He is still alive. Unclear the nature of his relationship with the cyborgs. Appears to be a simple mercenary, but the Omar will study his biomod technology. Recommend upgrade to Omar threat classification.
Tarsus Tracking Report 4117, Alex D. There are concerns that D may be the greatest threat among his peers. Last seen in Cairo, questioning Layla Nassif for the WTO. Intel suggests that he now has objectives in Trier. This makes it imperative that we get our agent through the gate immediately and shut it down. Tarsus Tracking Report 1242, Clara Sparks. She is naive, but loyal. She's allied herself with the WTO, who placed her high in the ranks, owing to her abilities. Intel suggests that Dumier has recognized her special abilities as well, and seems to be treating her as a special protege. She was last seen in Trier, dispatched for security for the Order WTO Summit.
Good. Now meet your pilot outside and return to Trier. We're going to find out if this teleportation device really works.
Initiating repairs. Functionality restored.
Kinda hungry.
Alex, stop. I have something to tell you about Chairman Dumier.
Yeah?
I can hardly believe it. He doesn't really work for the WTO. The whole organization is a sham.
I know.
You know? But he told me not to tell you. What's going on?
I'm not sure. He and Nicolette Duclair admitted everything to me. He wants me to go through the Apostle Corps teleporter that connects to J.C. Denton's sanctuary. Only the trainees can use it. Billy already went through, on a mission for the Templars.
Billy? A Templar? Wow, am I the only one without a secret alliance?
Billy's been working for the Templars all along. She single-handedly brought down Apostle Corps and helped destroy her home city.
I could go through the teleporter too, right? I wonder why Chairman Dumier ordered me to stay here and secure the church.
Maybe you should follow me to Antarctica. Billy would hardly be a match for both of us.
I don't know. I think I'd better play it safe right now.
Are you sure?
Chairman Dumier is watching me very closely. I'd better stay behind. Besides, I still believe in the WTO, just not its leader. I don't see any reason to make trouble.
Who is the woman?
An associate of mine.
She has the same occipital implants as you do. Interesting.
I don't have time for small talk. Take me back to downtown Trier.
As you wish.
Let's go.
Very well. Alex, may I give you some advice?
I really need to be getting back.
What seems like victory may simply be the first stage of your defeat.
You sound like you know something I don't.
Be careful of Luminant Saman.
What's it to you?
I've seen others fall for his pretty deceptions. They've ended up doing unspeakably ugly things.
I appreciate the concern, but I can think for myself.
I hope you can, Alex. I sincerely hope you can.
The Templars are one step ahead of us, Patsman.
What's happening? I've heard strange stories about Her Holiness.
Like what?
Just rumors. But is it true? Did she make a secret alliance with the WTO?
Her Holiness and Mr. Dumier are leaders of a secret society called the Illuminati.
I don't understand.
The woman you call Her Holiness is the daughter of the Illuminatus Beth Duclair. She founded the church after the collapse as a foothold to regaining power.
But how could she support the WTO?
She and Mr. Dumier knew that it would be too hard to pull together a global government from the chaos of the collapse. They chose to reinvent specific aspects of power and then bring them together later into one body.
The scriptures, though, were they...
A well-designed psychological tool.
I grew up in post-collapse Hong Kong. My parents were Max Chen and Maggie Chow, conspirators involved with MJ-12. I swore I would never ruin myself with lies the way they did.
You aren't the one to blame.
I deceived millions, hundreds of millions of people. I'm such a fool.
The Templars are one step ahead of us, but not for long. Prepare the gate with the sequencing module. Find your long-lost older brother on the other side, then wait for my orders.
Come to the tavern. I have more to tell you about JC's condition and why you are so important.
What are you looking at?
Remember my advice, Alex. You will need it.
I was one of the church's first disciples.
I heard that some of the striking workers broke into a meeting and kidnapped Her Holiness. Can you believe it?
Meanwhile,
We were only following Luminon Saman.
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone.
So you want me to...
No.
Here you go.
Thanks for your
When you go to Antarctica and find JC, remember what hangs in the balance. I haven't told you just how powerful JC has become.
One of the other trainees, Billy Adams, has already gone through the gate.
She has signed her soul over to the Luddites, the haters of technology. Protect JC, or she could plunge the world into another dark age. Trust me, I was like her 20 years ago, and I still share some of the blame for triggering the collapse.
I thought you said JC was powerful.
He is, but the merger with the Helios AI has been problematic. He has fallen into a state of near catatonia and will be vulnerable until you can revive him.
How do I do that?
By transferring your biomod architecture to JC, you will complete his interface to the AI and bring him out of the coma. This is a job we intended for Paul, but now it falls on your shoulders.
Paul Denton?
He too is helpless and in need of our new systems. We thought we had the infusions perfected 3 years ago, but his body rejected them violently. He had to be cryogenically frozen until we could finish the design.
The leader of the Cairo facility, captured by the Templars.
Exactly. JC will tell you more. Please, don't delay. Every passing minute brings your friend Billy one step closer to murdering the only sincere leader humanity has ever had. I never imagined that all 4 of our facilities would be compromised at once.
Your time off.
That takes a lot of nerve. Lucky I didn't get a clear shot.
Well, that's what they pay me for. Deterrence. You got insurance.
The gates, you will need to turn on a backup generator on the top floor and then upload the sequencing module from the gate control room.
I think these Templars are itching for a war.
Go away. Take the intruders with you.
Good work.
This is the main control room where you will install the sequencing module once the power is restored. Incidentally, I have recently found reason to doubt Miss Clara Sparks' loyalty. We are depending on you, Alex. Only a Denton or one of the trainees can use the gate. That takes care of the power. Now get downstairs to load the sequencing module. Now, Alex, simply take a deep breath and step inside. I'm willing to bet that this thing actually works.
Please, speak with me. I can explain what has come to pass.